Red One is directed by Jake Kasdan, and it features an original story that follows the head of North Pole Security, Dwayne Johnson, teaming up with a notorious hacker, Chris Evans, in order to locate a kidnapped Santa Claus, J.K. Simmons, on Christmas Eve. And the film also features some amazing talent, such as Lucy Liu, Kiernan Shipka, the actress who played Sabrina from Netflix's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And I recently saw her in the Amazon movie Totally Killer. I think that's the name or the title of the film. Something Killer. But I really enjoyed that movie. Well, but anyway, Bonnie Hunt and Nick Kroll, which I was not expecting. That was a complete surprise for me. But anyway, yeah. So going into this movie, I saw the trailers and I thought to myself, this looks like a very, like, I don't know, like maybe a cringy, funny, maybe dumb movie. I think this movie was announced. I don't know who announced it. I read an article last year. Like, I'm not even joking, like November or December, like this time last year, 2023, I was reading an article about that that Amazon was going to be making a movie, and the movie is going to have, it's going to be a Christmas movie, and it's going to feature Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans, which is amazing. And I was like, I was thinking to myself, you know what? I don't think we've ever seen a movie with both Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans. I do remember Dwayne Johnson giving the sexiest, presenting the sexiest man alive to Chris Evans, and awarding him and crowning him uh sexiest man alive. I'm pretty sure you all have seen that video somewhere on YouTube. But I was like thinking to myself, and a lot of people in the comment, I was reading a lot of the comments in that video, that they should make a movie with Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans. Well, here we have it, and it's a Christmas movie. I was like, okay, so from what I gathered from this movie, from what I watched the trailer like over and over and over again, and my local movie theaters keep playing the same trailers over and over again, and I was thinking, okay, so Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans are going to team up to rescue Santa Claus. And J.K. Simmons as Santa Claus, I mean, that's just amazing and incredible. Such an incredible idea. I love J.K. Simmons. And picturing him as Santa Claus is just amazing. I love J.K. Simmons. But yeah, anyway, so this movie is directed by Jake Kasdan. I think that I'm pretty sure I mispronounced his last name, but he directed movies like Zero Effect, Bad Teacher, with Cameron Diaz, Sex Tape also with Cameron Diaz, and then the two Jumanji movies both with Dwayne Johnson. So his third um this is his third film with Dwayne Johnson in it. I don't know if Dwayne Johnson made cameos or supporting roles in his earlier older films, but yes, the Jumanji film. So I haven't seen Bad Teacher. I know a lot of guys were thirsting over Cameron Diaz in that film. I haven't seen Sex Tape, but I heard it was like funny, but it was all right, or I don't really know. I don't really know. I haven't really seen the movie myself. The only movie I've seen from um Jake was Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle. I have not seen Jumanji The Next Level. I heard it's not as good as Welcome to the Jungle. But yeah, so I was like, okay, I going into this movie, I and watching the trailers a bunch of times, I was thinking, okay, so the humor and the tone might be similar from this movie, might be similar to that of to the Jumanji films, so that might be good. Hopefully, it's more, Welcome to the Jungle, but not even close. but not even close. This movie is pretty. It's pretty bad. All right, this movie is a pretty badly. It's a badly directed film and poorly executed. Um, there's no there. This is a Christmas movie, and you expect like magic and holiday joy. There's a ginormous lack of that in this Christmas like action comedy adventures that Chris Evans and Dwayne Johnson are going through. Um, I just found it really bland. I found this movie to be really bland. Uh, it's a Christmas movie, and this movie really felt like it came off as a toy commercial, and not in a and that's a bad way. Like this movie, that's a bad way to describe it, but it's true for me. Like it's a really bad. The best way I can describe this movie is, and you can quote me. It's a really bad. Red One is a really bad Christmas TV commercial. That's what it feels like. And especially the effects that they use, the digital, the VFX and the CGI used in this film also came off as that. It's very cheesy, way too cheesy. Um, uh, it's very absurd. I found myself rolling my eyes over and over again. But just keep in mind this is a Christmas movie. I'm 24 years old. I'm a young man, a young adult. This movie is definitely for little kids. Parents, if you are a parent, I can definitely picture maybe. Yeah, I mean, you might. The movie, I think. Let me look it up. What is Red One rated? It's okay. It's rated PG-13. So I guess like some of the humor you might like if you're a parent, if you're an adult, you might like it, but it's mostly for kids. At the end of the day, more kids than adult, and the humor and the tone of this movie, especially the humor, the jokes, really felt and came off across as like MCU, like Marvel, like Disney type of humor. You know what I mean? Not like I'm not, and when I mean like MCU, like Disney humor, I don't mean like the Phase One, and like I mean like the recent like Phase Four, like I don't know, Ant-Man, Quantumania, She-Hulk, Thor: Love and Thunder. Well, I don't know about Thor: Love and Thunder, but more like you know, multiverse of madness humor and uh, multiverse of madness humor, uh, Ant-Man, Quantumania. So, yeah. But yeah, definitely leans into the cheesiness. But yeah, this film at the end of the day, it's just for kids. It's a really bad movie, and but it's just for kids. I can see kids watching it. I think the Despicable Me 4. I didn't like that movie at all. Had my complaints, but that movie is better than this film. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for the Red One. Thank you everyone for taking the time listening to my review, my thoughts on this film. Please like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe because that would help me out a lot. I appreciate that. I'm thankful for all of that. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.